Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode. Now, before I kind of get into the gameplay for this series, I want to talk about the unexpected end of my permadeath run. It was purely down to my own stupidity. I'm still mad at myself for even doing what I did with that on that planet with the hostile sentinels. I should have been a lot more careful, and effectively that's resulted in me throwing away a lot of gameplay. And well, it took me a little while to kind of calm down and think, and after a little bit of review I've decided that, well, as I said at the end of that video, was that I will be back. I did consider starting it immediately, but upon reflection I thought, well, I'm going to wait for the next update to drop and then I will start the series again. So there's going to be a little bit of delay, but in compensation that means that this series will now be 3 parts a week, and I will probably fill in the extra part with some odds and sods videos on other things, because we're in the middle of the Steam sale and I'm kind of looking at some games which I've played in the past. Maybe we'll have another blast from the past like Banished, but that's all for the future. Let's get down to this gameplay, and here we are, guys. We are on Anomaly, the home of Nada and Polo, and I thought, like, this anomaly actually turned up out of the blue. I'm pretty sure it wasn't here before, and I thought, well, come and go, and then I thought, well, this would be an ideal place to start. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and say hello to Nada and Polo, because what I want to do with this series now is get serious about moving towards the center of the galaxy. So let's just say hello to Nada. All must end, time must end, data may survive, a start at the centre of the galaxy, calm at the heart of the storm. I think we're just going to find a shortcut to the centre. I think if I go for a resource, he's just going to give me a tech that I've probably already got. Is that it? Maybe I won't see it till there. Of course, we're going to talk to Specialist Polo, see what he's going to give us. Pests of the final frontier, nasty little obstacles to adventure. Death is sad, bullies are sadder. Decided to give Polo the benefit of the doubt. Outward their conviction exists some doubts. So we've got to transmit pirate data ships destroyed level 8 and above. There is mingled guilt and relief. Give the Gex bright eyes as they hand me another. Oh, we've got Atlas Path V2. Now that is the first time I've actually ever got Atlas Path V2. Oh, that's fun. And we may actually be able to look behind some of these doors now. 12 slot multi-tool. Well, I've got a 24 slot. So yeah, well, it's interesting. I don't think there isn't one here, so I think the first thing we're going to do, guys, is make ourselves a multi-tool. It's here my entry, not multi-tool, what am I on about? We're going to make ourselves an Atlas Path V2. Because when we go exploring now, I'm going to actually, well, now when we go exploring, I'm going to look behind these doors and actually see. I don't think there is one in the space station anymore. Maybe we'll go and have a look, guys, because I say that is my first V2. Oh, I should have to save, never mind. And I'm just going to have a quick look, guys. Okay, I've just had a quick look, guys. Out of curiosity, there is a website that lists all the visits that you actually get, and that was visit 12 on the list. It means I've actually visited Nada and Polo 12 times, but what you need to remember, guys, is though it says visit 12, if you don't have the required milestone, that the game kind of stops, and you've got to keep going back until you've got the required milestone. Which is, if you're not aware, as I'm talking about these here. So like I've still got to survive 5 point so to get this up and analyst. So I mean, if I don't get these, eventually I'll run into problems. And it makes it even more urgent that I work on these. So let's just have a look. I actually need to sell anything. Some nanites. Go to the ship. Let's have a quick look. 161. We got some. I think I'm probably going to need to call my freighter and transfer some of this stuff to my explorer ship. Got some condensium. Got some atrium. I don't have a. What do you call it? God, my mind's gone blank. Dynamic resignator. Let's just have a quick chat with this guy. He might be able to sell us a dynamic resignator. Might as well pick one up on the way through. Buy items. 31,000. Okay, let's buy a. Got ourselves a dynamic resonator. That means that when we go exploring, I will be able to drop stuff down. What we do with just selling that. I think we'll sell the Viking dagger and the Corvax cube actually, just to make a bit of space. So condensium. Let's sell the condensium while we're at it, and the Corvax cube and the Viking dagger. I think that will make a bit of space. And let's just go up and check. Can't remember whether it's level 2 or level 3 to check behind the door in the space station, so we'll just go have a quick look. Out of curiosity, guys. I mean, the pre-Pathfinder, wasn't much behind these doors. And Atlas Path level 3. And actually there's 2 doors here, actually, that's unusual. Let's see what this is. That's level 3, so they're both level 3. So we still don't know what's behind the doors on the space station. So what does past level 2 open? Okay. Right, I think what we're going to do is... I've got my curiosity going, guys, so let's get in the trusty steed, drop a save, and rubium and nickel. That just brings back a memory. That's what I needed to get in my permadeath series. I got that far. Still can't summon my freighter. Okay, let's get a little bit away from the system. Actually, what did I have in this system? I think. So quick look. This is 3 planets, 3 moons. Of course, we've now got black hole. Okay, we could go through a black hole. Ah, that's an idea. Or do I stay here? Nah, let's go to the black hole, guys. Let's grab. Pick up the explorer. Yeah, I do really now want to push forward to get to the centre of the galaxy. I think that needs to be the focus of this part. So let's just get in here. Hello, ship. Okay, because of course we've got our S-class shuttle. That can come back. So arms back. And I think we're bringing the nanite clusters back as well. So what we're going to do is go and store stuff in. I was starting to think, let's have a quick look in this ship. I'm thinking about using my second hauler as my kind of resource bank. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I think what we're going to do. Okay. This ship has 26 slots. I'm pretty sure my hauler over here is my S-class shuttle, super shuttle, and I think this is my second hauler, and I'm sure this has got Junkie the Second. This has got 29 slots, so I'm kind of thinking we can store. I think we can put the suspension fluid in. That's the. So I'm kind of thinking of using this one to store my surplus stuff. Use up these slots until such time as I am able to. So I don't have any surplus iridium. Okay, we're going to need to get 66 iridium. Okay, we've got the electron vapor. Just go in, get in Traveller 1. Question is, what am I going to use to go through the... Okay, I'm going to have to do some sorting out here, aren't I, guys? Because I'm going to need... Okay, let's... So we got drive. That up. Okay, let's get this organised. So you've got slots. That. Go to this ship. Got the iron in here for defensive purposes, just in case I get bounced. Okay, don't have that much iron. So let's get this. Right, guys, what I'm going to do is, just before I leave, I'm going to sort this out. Right, guys, here we are. Got here. What I've done is I've now transferred everything to this ship here. I've got all my surplus junk. You can see I've got loads of thallium left over, quite a lot of plutonium, a bit short on iridium, got some chrysonite and iridium. I mean, it probably needs a bit more tidying up, but I think that was gonna do for the moment. And so we're just gonna now, so I'm just gonna get in Traveller 1 and just a quick check. Yeah, got iron. Okay. We're going to take off, and we're going to go and jump through a black hole. Get away. Traveller 1. That'll take us right the way to black hole. I do really want to start making progress. Guys. Oh, one more to go. Hopefully we will have enough. Yes. And here we go, guys. We're in the system here. Ultima X14 system. discovered. And of course, what we will do before we leave is actually this looks quite cool. Planet-based system. What we've got here? Cadensium. Actually, looks like they've got some rare elements in space as well. These kind of crystalline objects normally indicate rare. That's just copper. Okay. Cadensium, gold, nickel. Okay, let's just go check out space station. You never know what techs are going to show up, guys, so it's always worth checking the space station out. I mean, because, well, you just don't know, so let's just kind of whiz by here. I don't think there's anything else special. Were there any there? Yeah, too late, guys. Way too late. Way too late. And here we are, guys. Ah, we're on the Vakeen system. Okay, hello Mr. Vakeen. Ensign Ula. Comrade. Interloper weapon, Honourable Vakeen. Place. Now, this means he's gonna offer to replace my multi-tool, but it's probably gonna be rubbish, but we never know. It'd be really nice if there's some random cool 20 slot strange form. I mean, it'd be really cool if you have custom, or there were custom multi-tools in the game. Yeah, people can mod them and drop them in the game, or whether Hello Games would introduce some. Let's see what you've got here. Force my currently superior. Scatter blaster. Beam grenade launcher towel. We've already got that. Scatter blaster. I'm not a big fan. Somebody did pass a comment, apologies I can't remember your name, about the fact that they had Scatter Blaster tech when they went to buy it and they didn't know where. I think you can get that. You can get it from Polo, but I think you can also get that at random by talking to these guys. I think that's the way it works. Some of the weapons techs and that are still available from random encounters, and I'll be honest, I don't really pay a lot of attention to them. I'm not a great fan of, here, I'll just show you my setup for my multi-tool, guys. My preferred setup is a really jazzed up mining beam that's got plenty of defense. You can see here I've got damage potential 118, and I mean, this is my plasma launcher isn't particularly that upgraded, and I would like to upgrade it more, but I'm not a big fan of the bolt caster. In fact, I could probably get rid of that, but the clip size is quite useful. I'd say I don't really like the bolt caster, so you can see here I don't tend to upgrade it. I mean, maybe later on I will do it just for a little bit of fun. I think we're going to go for the black hole, guys. Just what else have we got here? We'll have a quick look. You've got spidonium. The black holes around here. So let's get clear of the space station. Yeah, I mean, so, and I will admit that when I'm getting the techs from, you know, random encounters with NPC players of the various factions, I don't look that hard at the actual techs. I tend to just click on them and say, yeah, okay, I think but that's probably about as close as we can get. Let's get in. I don't want to be in. Ah, crap. Yeah. yeah, so if it's like a shield tech or something to do with ships or my exosuit, I'm interested. If it comes up with something related to the kind of the weapons for the multi-tool, if it's not related to mining, then I just tend to just not even look at it. So here we are, guys. Just going to go in here. Luckily, right behind my resource bank. I think we might even sell this actually once we get to the other side. So I do exactly the same as I did last time. Okay. Resource bank. And of course, if you guys haven't seen why am I doing this? Well, if you haven't watched one of my previous videos, what I'm actually doing is that this ship doesn't have much tech on it, and it means that when I go through the black hole, it means that if the tech is damaged, it's not important. I'm not risking one of my fully upgraded ships, which would be expensive to repair. In the worst case scenario, the techs on this ship are either I wouldn't bother repairing them and I'll sell the ship, or they're easy to repair because they're very low level. So you can say that this ship is my black hole specialist ship now. So we're just going to leap through the black hole. Quick look here. So where are we? Oh, I was thinking, okay, tell me. We are 66.7 thousand light years from the center of the galaxy. Okay. Let's see how far, because black holes do not guarantee that to take you towards the center of the galaxy, especially random ones. But generally I've found that ones given to you by NADA do tend to take you closer to the centre of the galaxy. Sometimes the distance is not worth the effort, but it's fun going through a black hole anyway. And here we are, guys. We're in the Bookmaster system. Transmission tower detected. We've travelled 131, what's that? There we are, you can see the damage now, guys. We've got damage to that. And I think if we have a quick look, it says now we are just over 165,000 light years from the centre. So we've travelled 2,000 light years towards the centre of the galaxy. Actually did that. Okay. And we've got a system here, and of course the first thing we're going to do is get into the space station. And we're too close to the space station, so we'll just go scan there. So that's got a transmission tower on it. Got to Merium. Come on. Get there eventually, guys. So first things first, space station. Have a quick tech check. It's always the best thing to do, guys, now, because you just don't know what techs you're going to get, so you might as well just check it out first. Okay, something's coming in. And of course this ship's got no real upgrades or anything on it of any value. As here we are. Accelerated fire Sigma's damaged. Okay, let's just go check the tech. Okay, guys. We looks like we are on another Vakeen system. It's a technician. No, this is probably the happy guy I'm going to talk to. Lieutenant Lexington Interloper. Units unacceptable. Okay, weren't silent for a second before looking at me conspiratorially. Looks by to check that his colleagues are powering down security systems, pulls out a trade vault. Well, give him some carbon, see what he's going to give us. The shifty lifeform nods, the dealer's done, I received something to help me on my journey. And we got some nanite clusters, okay. Always wanted some nanite clusters, always very, very useful. And what we got here? Give me nanite clusters and I will grant you blueprints to upgrade your pathetic weapon. And again, you can see if you're really, this is an that's quite bad, not too bad actually. Scatter blaster, reload tile. So that actually gives us less reload time. Damage. There, increases multi-tool scatter weapon for moderate amount. I must admit, I don't like the scatter blaster. It's too short range. I mean, it's ideal for if you're going to be killing sentinels, but the question you've got to ask is if you're in a situation where you've got to kill large numbers of sentinels coming in at you, why are you in that situation in the first place? Okay, and we got a craft. Let's see what we can get here. You never know, we might have a ship. This looks like a fighter, and of course I traded away my fighter last time, so let's see what this guy's got to offer. Trouble with these ships, they tend to have a smaller capacity. Okay, life short 16 slots, yeah, not even close to. Just to show you, I mean, I've got 26 slots on here and that's 16 slots. No, that's a waste of time. I mean, I want a fighter, but I'm not going to give up this amount of capacity just for something like that. Okay, let's just. Okay, let's go out. And we don't really have any weapons on this, so I think I'm just going to hang around here. Let this. Because the last thing I want to do is get killed. Or just hang around here. Yeah. Let's cancel the scan. I mean, it's not like permadeath like it'll be the end of the series, but of course, if you get killed in space, what actually happens is that you end up crashed on a planet similar to the start. So that's what in survival mode you do. And I don't particularly want that aggro just at the moment. Okay, let's see what Captain Anx has got. See if you've got anything that's going to be worth doing. This is another explorer. Okay, 16 slots. Forget it. We got over here. This looks like another shuttle. Okay, let's see what we got here. Open for trading, lifeform starship. Got 18 slots. No, not even interested if it's 18 slots. It's got to be bigger than what I've got at the moment. This looks like another shuttle. King. See what you've got. 19 slots. Nah, I think I'm wasting my time here, guys. Okay, let's get back to the order of business. And I think we can fly in this general direction because that's where we're going. And I've got a bit of. If you look at the planet, see the planet looks like it's got a grid on it. This is a bit of a warning because I've recently upgraded my drivers. I've started getting this strange graphics effect now, which only seems to get cleared if I restart the game, guys. It's becoming annoying. I'm hoping that the next update will fix it. And I can't downgrade the drivers. I actually record No Man's Sky on of another machine, not my normal gaming machine, because this one's got a more powerful graphics card. So unfortunately I'm not in a position where I can actually downgrade the drivers. My wife would kill me, because it's actually my wife's machine. Because she does graphics work. Therefore she needs the most up-to-date graphics drivers. Okay, what have we got here? That's Captain X again. He's actually paid a visit to my ship. My freighter. Yeah guys, so I may have to stop the video and restart the game if we do it, but I'm aware that I've probably done quite a lot of here anyway, so what we're going to do is fly out here. You can see the kind of tessellation on the... It's not on everything, but it's normally a warning that the actual game has started to do it. So I mean, if any of you guys know a solution to it that besides downgrading the graphics drivers or restarting the game, if there's a permanent solution, I'd much appreciate it, because it's become a little bit of a pain in the neck. It does make the whole system look a bit weird. As you can see, as you get closer it tends to disappear, but when you land the whole planet looks a bit weird. See the effect, guys? I mean, obviously if you're on the PS4 you probably won't suffer this problem. I think it's a PC problem. Let's go down actually. I'll see if we can see it. If we go down through the cloud base, see the effect on the surface. You kind of get this very strange, see the liquefaction on it, on the surface. I mean, it does produce some slightly surreal effects, but as I say, it's only started happening recently. So I'll see you in a minute, guys, once we land at the manufacturing base. Here we are, guys. I'm just going to land. You can see the effect on the ground there. Well, let's just see it, guys. Okay, let's and certainly going to kill that there. I'm just going to claim the base. Save. Right, guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quit the game, and I'll be right back. And here we are, guys. Welcome back. And I think what I need to do is just boost my toxic shield up. So we're just going to crank that in. And you can see now the planet looks totally different. Sorry about that, guys, but alright. Okay, it's 11 species. I think maybe we'll get the yes. And of course this base doesn't have a atlas path. Okay, it's a bit of a waste of time, isn't it? Okay, let's just manufacturing facility. My presence has triggered a security light. I heard the elements being drawn from 2 open vaults below me. On screen a clear countdown. The intense exofoam element reaction has been charged. It's a trap. Remove isotope element, and that's it. Knowing the language helps, and we've got a formula for Crolium. Okay. I'm just going to read the encyclopedia. Yes. Shields of maximum. And of course we've got nothing here, but so what we can do is I'm just going to go over and raid the goodies over here. Out here, anything out, any other creatures around here? Well, we might as well scan up. Anyone else here? It's just I want to get myself killed. It'd be embarrassing to get killed in this part in survival mode as well after the last part of my come on. What on earth is that? That's weird. Anything else around here? Got everything else. No, none exactly obvious. That was weird, that. There's the predator over there, but nothing else here. Okay. Right, what we're going to do is go looking for another base. I'm not going to go to the transmission tower. What we're going to do is just fly across the surface and find another base. Hopefully that we'll have somewhere where I can try out the V2 pass. That was a monolith, I could have walked to that, never mind. Right guys, I'll see you in a minute. Right guys, looks like I've finally found a base. It's taken a little while to get here. And I'm just going to plonk down. I'm not even sure if there's a... I'm not even going to bother checking for a landing peg. Just land. And we got a landing peg. Here we are. This is a proper sized base, so... And it's normally the one in the middle, so we might as well just fly over it. And it's gonna hop in, 5 plutonium, and this is probably an observatory. Yeah. Okay. Beacon sent long ago for a distant system awaits number 3 numbers visible. So it should be 2170. And that will give us a location within the distant stars, i.e. a monolith or something on the planet. There it is. It looks like everything around here is a long way off. Right, let's see what's behind the doors. 2 locked door, interact. And there's a sentinel in here. Okay, what is this? I say generally there isn't that much behind here, so there's a health restoration. I mean, this is an area where was one of the reasons why I never really worried too much about the getting an Atlas V2, because there was never that much going on the other side. I think this is an area where Hello Games could expand it a little bit. I mean, it's got some kind of cool looking rooms, but yeah, it just seems to be more of the same. So there's one over here. Grab that carbon. Got another one here. I don't know if this is going to be a V2 as well. Maybe we'll just go have a look inside here. Yeah. You can see here again, it's more of the same health. Got some plutonium there. And as I say, this is the reason why in my previous games I've never really worried too much about getting a V2 pass, because it just doesn't seem to be worth the effort. I mean, but I've got one, so we will explore. But I mean, you've got this machine here that looks like some kind of repair, but as far as I can see, we can't activate it. I mean, it'd be really cool if it could do something like upgrade. I mean, to me, this is an area where they could kind of expand, say upgrading your exocraft, that you could find a place where you could, for a price, upgrade your exocraft. So that means that you can't upgrade maybe a certain type, say like your rover, that with a certain amount of elements you could go in there, add an extra space to your rover, and because it's behind a V2 pass, it means you can't do a massive upgrade early on in the game. You've got to work for it, and that actually gives a reason for actually getting the V2 pass. What we can do is just egg it across through the storm, grab the nanites here. I mean, we've got a bit of protection, so and we'll just check that out. Yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts, guys. I mean, you guys have any thoughts on how those rooms could add value to the game? As I say, to me, it's an area that hasn't been really developed. You know, because the resources that you can get behind there aren't really a game breaker. I think that could be, developed more. And of course, I'm on the wrong side of the base, so we're going to have to run over here, fly over to get to the ship so that we can drop a save. Oh crap, shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'm just going to drop a save, and this is where I'm going to leave it for this part, guys. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And so I say, just to reiterate, permadeath is not gone. It's taking a rest is probably the polite way of saying it. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found that interesting. Actually, I've just spotted. It was certainly going to. I think we're going to grab those creatures. Sorry, apologies, guys. I'm doing my usual thing, but I think that's too good a chance to miss up. Yeah, I think we can, because there's a good chance that winged. There's some really strange creatures on this planet. Look, kind of winged wolves and rammed sheeps. Got two-legged kind of lizardy bird type things. I think there's another one behind there. Sorry. Where is it? It's like a spiked wolf. And there's another one over there. There's actually a knowledge stone there as well. So we've actually got. That's not a bad haul, guys. Okay, this is definitely where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.